best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. The best of bias. It's the best of bias.
You are now listening to the Best of Bias podcast with Lydell De Niro and Hugo Twilight.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lydell De Niro, and it's time for another episode of the Best of Bias podcast. It's your boy AKA over there. That's not me. I'm Lydell De Niro, though. And we got another guest in the building. Who's in the building with us today?
Johnny Mac, what's happening?
Nothing much, just chilling, man. How you doing?
You know, I'm solid, man. Just living the life that God gave me.
Living the life that God gave you. How about you, AKA? How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. Back fucked up, but I'm feeling good.
How'd you fuck up your back?
Too.
I don't know. That shit just started hurting. I think it's because when I fucked up my leg and I was using them crutches and shit and walking and shit, like I'm a heavy nigga, so you know that shit took a toll on my lower back after a while. So my shit, I don't know. We'll see what happens though.
I feel it, yeah. It's a lot of shit going down. Get healthy, get right, man, because that back tightness ain't no joke, because you can't do shit with a bad back. Shit at all. But yeah, y'all ready to talk about some topics? Today we got some pop culture popping off, you know what I'm saying? You know what the deal is. We go over pop culture topics from the last couple of weeks and just see how y'all feeling about it. Y'all been paying attention to some pop culture?
You know,
Yeah,
when
I think so.
Here and there,
I think
you
so.
know what I'm saying?
We are pop culture, I guess. Like, you can't go through a day without being a part of pop culture. So that was kind of a rhetorical question to see how y'all was feeling. So now I know y'all up on game. Let's get into these topics, you know what I'm saying? First topic is... how y'all feeling about gas right now? I asked you this last time, AKA. But how you feeling about gas right now?
This shit is ridiculous, man. I'm trying to figure out a way we can go ahead and just like do some shit to make this lucrative, like rob these motherfuckers. I'm just gonna go in there and I don't know, tell them motherfuckers to open up the little thing and just like siphon the fuck out of that. I don't know.
Oh shit, people are gonna start siphoning the shit out of gas, bro. And
I was watching this video where these motherfuckers was pulling up with a trap door on their fucking car, and they pull over those little holes where they fill the gas up at the gas station.
Yeah.
And they stayed there for a little while and then drove away, and they noticed they was missing like 1,000 gallons and shit.
What?
Yeah,
they're getting crafty out there. Yeah, man, it's getting ruthless. Like $7 a gallon is nuts. Yeah, shit getting to that prices is ridiculous. But did you guys hear about those Florida men that got arrested for lowering the gas prices at a gas station down to like pennies?
No,
heroes.
Yeah, they're heroes in my eyes.
Heroes.
But the government over there in Florida are trying to give those guys capital time for stealing that gas. They're saying that we're going to treat it as capital punishment. They're trying to make sure that nobody tries to copy this, this kind of crime or do shit like this. Because those Florida men went ahead and lowered the gas prices down to a penny. And they got arrested for it. I don't know. How you guys feeling about, them getting capital time for that? You guys think they should be out? You guys think they should get a slap on the wrist, get probation?
What do you get a slap on the wrist? They should get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they should, but it's Florida, man. They're Florida will take it to the next level. They'll try to do some. Yeah, they'll do some crazy shit and start fucking getting tow trucks, even though it don't work. Florida people are crazy.
Wow.
I don't know what they'll do. Hitch a fucking tow truck to a gas tank or something. Should try to pull that shit away and shit and blow their whole car up or some wild shit like that. You got to set an example, I guess.
You're trying to be fast and furious.
You know what I'm saying? They weren't black men. You know what I'm saying? Thank the Lord. So, they were, I don't know what they were. I think they were kind of like Middle Eastern or something. In the pictures I saw, they looked kind of Middle Eastern. So maybe that's how they knew how to hack the system or whatever, because they kind of knew about it.
Middle Eastern?
Yeah.
I need to do that shit.
That is kind of fucked up. That's a fucked up assumption, but.
It's like, hey, I need you to go ahead and hack the system. Juan or Chan, I need you to go ahead and do the mathematics for me. Shit, hey, black dude, run track.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do
But I guess California is taking a different approach to trying to, remedy that situation. And they're giving us $400 stipends for gas, $400 per car, limited up to 2 cars. And yeah, I think that's a cool way of trying to, make up for the crazy ass gas prices, because I be putting hella money in my car and I have to fill it up every like 2 days.
That's what I'm saying. I got a Hyundai Sonata and that, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker used to take it just, like $30, $40 to pretty much be full.
Yeah.
I put in $40 and my shit go to half fill. That's just ridiculous, dude. I used to put $40 in, and at least I'd have like 3/4 of that shit there. Now it's like a little bit less than half. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
I be looking at the motherfucker next to me like, yeah, I'm about to take your shit too, bro. I don't care if you're putting in a different type of gas.
I put
shit diesel. We gonna make it work.
No, yeah.
I put Dub in mine the other day and canceled my next day plans.
Oh, yeah, I feel that. I'll be making sure, especially if I use my debit card in the tank, I'll make sure, double check, get my receipt.
You watching that shit?
Yeah, make sure, nigga. No, y'all ain't gonna get my gas after me. Make sure you end. Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy out there, man. But I'm kind of happy that they're giving that to us. Hopefully, y'all that got 2 cars only drive one. You got $800 for 1 car to fill it up. So, hey.
Hopefully, my mama car get back soon, so I could take that for both of my cars because she got that electric thing.
Oh yeah, I feel that. How do you guys feel about the rich people getting it too that can already afford gas?
I mean, I expect them to get it.
I feel like everything should be equal. Taxes, they should get taxed the same way we get taxed, but they tend to figure out a way around that. So
yeah, shit's unfair, man. And speaking of unfair,
actually, let me take that back. I think we should get taxed the way they get taxed. We should just not get taxed. Everything should be flat.
Yeah,
they just make up these new taxes. Like they like taxing motherfuckers who flip houses in San Diego now. Like I think it's 25% or whatever their profit is.
Mm-hmm. Damn,
that's
25%. That's hella.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, status gives incentive for people to rip other people off, just so they can make. It doesn't even matter because whatever you make, you're still gonna make 25%. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild stuff, man. But anyway, speaking of unfair, I was gonna kind of transition in Ketanji Jackson, the new Supreme Court Justice, Democrat. She's having her confirmation hearings right now. Which is basically, I don't really understand what a confirmation hearing is because it seems like an interview after you already got the job. You know what I mean? It's just like her on camera getting asked a bunch of crazy ass questions by white men that just hate that she's black and on the stand out there being a Supreme Court judge. And you can tell, and they're just asking shit that's hella irrelevant, that has nothing to do with her being inducted as a judge, just trying to get her to slip up and say some stupid shit that'll get her in trouble and possibly kicked off the stand. And people are saying it's all because the last Republican Supreme Court judge, Brett Kavanaugh, he got, I guess, slandered by the Democrats by saying that back in high school he did some scandalous shit, sexually assaulting a woman or something like that, and it got him taken off and made him have to resign his seat. So they're trying to take out that kind of revenge on the Ketanji right now, and it's kind of crazy, man. Her having to defend herself. You know, how do you guys feel about that?
If she sexually assaulted somebody in the past too, she should probably not be in that position. But...
Oh yeah, they're trying to say something about like how she didn't give a super harsh sentence to a guy that got accused of child molestation or something like that, or being a pedophile, and not giving a super harsh sentence to him, and not being having a hard stance on pedophiles or some shit like that. When she's like, wait, that makes no sense. That's furthest from the truth. I stand, firm in my belief that pedophiles should see the, the most end of the law or whatever she said. But, it's a bunch of questions that had nothing to do with her being, inducted in as a judge. And some guys, out there in the Senate came to her defense and, and let people know, some of the senators know that these questions have nothing to do with her confirmation. But it's been like 12 hours, a couple of days now of her just getting attacked like that. It's just kind of hard to take as a black man, seeing a black woman being attacked by a whole bunch of white men like that on such a public forum when it's supposed to be something that's being positive for us, a good change for her to be getting inducted so we can see a positive change in the, in the justice system. But, it's already taken a wrong turn by us not even letting, them not even letting us get to that and just asking us irrelevant questions, you know what I mean?
Yeah, trying to ask those questions to get her to tarnish her own shit.
Yeah, just trick questions that they know have nothing to do with, they have no interest in her answers anyway. They just want to be heard out there just trying to slander her so the public and the media can spin it however they want, you know what I mean? And that's hella unfair. That's hella unfair. And that's, why would you want that job if that, you should get personally attacked? It's supposed to be a job highly regarded.
Nah, fuck that. Let her take the job, and she can prove the motherfuckers, because otherwise they gonna keep having control. So that they're trying to fight against the fact that, they're losing a little bit of their grip.
But then I did hear that the Republicans did have more of the Supreme Court judges, anyways, on their side. So this one doesn't really help us that much, but it's a step in the right direction, definitely. And it's good, a positive image for young Black, any women of color, to see her out here doing her thing, and especially through these hardships that she's going through right now with all this questioning and this interrogation, when it's supposed to be like a confirmation and induction and welcoming. It's just kind of crazy to see. But moving on from all that political shit, because I don't really delve in those areas, but let's move on seamlessly like I like to do. All right, I don't know if you guys watch Succession at all, the show Succession. I think it's on HBO. Pretty much it's about a billionaire family, and the dad has hella kids, and he's kind of old, about to pass away, and all the kids are kind of fighting for power. You know what I'm saying? Which one is going to run the business after, dad dies? What's going to happen? What's going to pop off? But this is actually happening in real life. It's not a TV show. I might get this name wrong, but it's Bernard Arnault. He's I don't know exactly how much money he got. I don't really count people's pockets like that. You know what I'm saying? But he's like 100 billionaire. He's the owner of Dior, Moet, Hennessy, Louis Vuitton, Tiffany's, and much more other companies. Yeah, and his kids are kind of sprinkled all throughout, being like the VPs and president of those random companies and shit like that. But he's looking for one of his kids to pass overall ownership and leadership of all the companies in the overall company. And it's becoming like a real life succession to see who's going to become the owner leader of the $100 billion empire. So what would you guys do in this situation? Would you be the kid that want to fight for number one, backstab your family to get there? Would you just split the money, split power once, Pops died? Or what would you do in that situation? What would you be looking forward to? What was your strategy be?
Take my piece and bounce. I don't know.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are saying there's a lot to go around. There's like all these companies are probably worth millions and millions of dollars. Yeah,
much to take my piece and bounce.
Exactly.
Regardless of what happens, none of them are gonna live like a horrible life. So it's not like this is a fucking big ass issue for them.
Yeah. What about you, John?
Set for life.
Yeah. I would take my money, but I already know me and my siblings, like we would all do the same thing. So we would all still come back together to still try to see what we could do with it together at the end. But we would still take our piece to do what we want to do with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Because it would be kind of hard being the overseer of all the fucking companies when you already been a VP of one of these companies for so long, CEO of this company for so long, where you can just get sole ownership of that company, said company, and that family just kind of spread the wealth around. But shit, that's crazy, bro, to think that just to be a $100 billionaire and just to think about, how am I going to leave all this fortune to my kids? $100 billion. They don't really fucking need that money. You can live forever. That's 1,700 lifetimes with that money.
To be honest, that's kind of an asshole thing to do. But you rather die so you can put your family at each other. It's like, why not just be like, hey, I got all this money. Y'all set for life. We're going to split it up evenly between all y'all and y'all good. But instead of like, I want to die seeing y'all motherfuckers go to war.
Yeah.
Go to war about this shit.
Yeah. Royal Rumble.
I want y'all to send a couple of y'all niggas with me.
Yeah.
Which one of y'all really about this?
That's wild.
That's some evil shit.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to evil shit. I'm just kidding. This is not really evil. It's actually helping the planet. I was just trying to work on my transition game. But all exotic cars are going to turn fully electric by 2025. I don't know if this is true. I heard it from DJ Envy on Breakfast Club, but I'm pretty sure he knows a lot about cars because he does fucking car shows every other week.
He do them old car shows all the time.
Yeah, he got hella cars, hella whips. So I feel like he would know, if anything.
We having hella people like donate cars for the show and shit.
Yeah.
I heard those hydrogen cars. You heard about that? I heard those are like basically electric cars. They convert hydrogen energy into electric energy. I don't know how the fuck it works. I read something about it, but
shit. What brand has those?
I don't know. You look that shit up.
Oh, my bad. Damn.
Nigga, I was just trying to...
Nigga, I don't know. I just told you I heard the story, nigga.
Research, nigga. That's Siri, nigga.
Yeah. That's real shit. Like,
Siri, Alexa, which one of them hoes would tell you?
probably would on real, but nah, I was like, gas is going up, and I was like, electric seemed like some shit I didn't want, so I was like, what about water?
Yeah.
I looked up that shit, and I looked up how it worked, and I'm like, so that's basically electric. It basically just converts it into electrical energy. I'm like, but you ain't got to pay for that shit, I guess. I don't know. They'll figure out a way. If they come up with more of those, they'll figure out a way. Like, nah, you got to have like, uniquely purified water. It has to be distilled twice.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise,
and you have to be licensed to be able to manufacture it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I breathe this shit every day. No, not no more. You paying for that shit. Nah, but yeah, I feel it. But that'd be kind of cool. It's not like I can really afford any exotic cars anyways, but it's cool to know that we're moving in the right direction.
Sell them pop toys behind you.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. But yeah, I think it's in the future. I think a lot, like all the companies, maybe the average ass company. Nah, I don't want to call you average, but like Chevy, Ford, GMC, all you guys, they're starting to go electric too. So maybe they'll go fully electric by 2025 too. But who knows if the whole world's going to be that way? I know there's still going to be those freaking American car enthusiasts that want that muscle still. Get that
American muscle.
Yeah.
No, you should still have the option to have that on the side. But I mean, like that's a hobby. Everybody gonna have some shit like
right,
that.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers got cars that I seen motherfuckers with a Model T. What the fuck you gonna do with that? That's like the first car ever.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's next to a bicycle.
I feel. I guess that does make sense. They'll stop making it. They'll stop making it, but you can still have it. You're still looking at what?
Bicycles.
You said bicycles?
Yeah, these gas prices. We were just talking about that, fool.
But I don't know. You said bicycle. You didn't say bike. Yeah, that's why I was like confused. This nigga said, he said bicycle.
He said bicycle. I said bicycle.
Yeah, that's
Just use a word that he used. Shit.
That confused the shit out of me. I was like, a bicycle? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is
that? But yeah, moving on. Let's see what else we got here. I don't know what else we got. What else we got? Oh shit, this is crazy. A dog given to the dog shelter because the owners thought the dog was gay. So the owners from North Carolina had a dog named Fezco. And young Fezco, I guess, was caught humping other boy dogs. And the owners thought this was so disgraceful. They thought the dog should be given back to the shelter. So they gave the dog to a shelter in which they heard the story. So a gay couple from North Carolina went ahead and adopted the dog and renamed him Oscar. So he's living happily as Oscar, adopted now. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I love the fact that they stepped up and adopted him and named him Oscar.
Yeah, I feel
that was fucked up though. Like, come on, man. Like, really?
Yeah, it's kind of.
And then, like, I love dogs, so that's like, I don't fuck like that. I don't feel that at all. Like, come on, bro. Stop playing.
Dogs trying to fuck legs. So I mean,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, my dogs I got my boys and girls separated for that but then they motherfuckers be trying to hump each other when they separated. So like,
hump through the cages, through the little holes.
No, the boys be starting to hump each other because they separated from the girls. Like, they try to sniff through the cage. They can't get to it. So they be like, oh, I got something over here.
Fuck it. Nah, I feel it though. But that's fucked up, little Fezco. They changed his name though. I like Fezco. That's the name of dude from Euphoria. The guy. I'm not gonna tell you what happened if you haven't seen it. So I almost gave it away.
I still need to start watching that.
You see, I almost gave that shit away.
I have no desire to watch that show.
Yeah,
I was gonna watch it just because y'all be talking about it in the family thread all the time.
It's good, but it's like fuck. Season 2 is just kind of overwhelming. But when it gets like towards the end of the season, it's like whoa, shit's going down. But the beginning of season 2 is like nigga, like we don't need to see this many dicks, and we don't need to see this many sexual interactions between said high school students. They're supposed to be high school students. Yeah, they're supposed to be in high school, even though the people on the show are obviously like in their upper 20s and 30s. But it's like, damn, they're supposed to be projecting the lives of teenage kids, but they're having a lot of sex, a lot of graphic sex, kind of showing like what high school kids are nowadays. I hope they're not. They're just kind of, fantasizing it, not like making it supposed to be like an actual projection of what it is now, because that'll be nuts. The kids doing drugs like Rue is doing in that show, and they having sex like that. That'll be nutty.
I ain't having kids now, for sure.
Yeah, man, it's a crazy show, but yeah, Young Fezco. He's happily adopted as Oscar now, so y'all clap it up for young Oscar. So, you know what I'm saying?
That shit was
Oscar.
I'm sorry.
Spread
My
love,
nigga
spread
Oscar.
love. Yeah,
My nigga Oscar.
in this
That's
story, it was
funny.
like
whoever gave the dog away, the motherfuckers is they don't need their own dogs. That's just
yeah.
Not ever. Karma coming to you, fuck nigga.
And it was fucking National Puppy Day the other day, motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
Yeah, very fucked up. Mike Tyson. Crazy shit happened to him in LA the other day. Mike Tyson was at a comedy show and was approached by a drunk fan trying to fight him, trying to egg him on, trying to fight Mike Tyson. I'm sure he gets that a lot from people that, you know, getting a little tipsy in Las Vegas, LA, see him around wherever he goes pretty much, try to do shit like this to him. But in this instance, security jumped in front of the dude. They're having enough of his small talk. You know, Mike Tyson, he didn't really take any mind to it. But after the security tried to push the guy away and get him out of the area, he pulled a gun on the security guards, pulled a pistol out during the show, and just kind of had shit popped off for a second. And Mike Tyson kind of just sat there and kind of just looked at and saw what was going on. Basically, just sat there, didn't really react.
They in Nevada. I'm pretty sure somebody else in there has some guns. So
yeah,
positive he wouldn't have went down any different than him getting his ass shot to death.
But yeah,
I mean, I was happy with Mike Tyson's composure.
Yeah, he pretty much just got up and told the guy to give him a hug. He hugged the guy, talked to him, and he
been giving out a lot of hugs lately.
Oh, he gave you a hug?
No, not me, nigga. I seen him giving out hugs on $1 million worth of game the other day.
Oh,
he just been hugging motherfuckers.
He's like, nigga, I am not mean. I be hugging. Look.
He's like, Mike thought, motherfucker, you want a hug too?
Yeah, that's just crazy. But yeah, they just walked out, and the night was the night. But he probably got arrested. There's no way he just walked out of there smooth. I don't see that shit happening at all. But yeah, how'd you guys feel about that? Yeah, we kind of talked a little bit about it. It's just a cool little story there. Mike Tyson is the man. But I don't know if we talked about it last time. He's doing edibles in the shape of like Holyfield's ear with a chunk bit out of it.
I heard about that. That's funny as fuck.
Especially because him and Holyfield are good friends, and he like damn near mentors Holyfield's son. So
yeah,
it's kind of funny.
Like did they partner up for that, or is it just?
I don't think he
Mike
partnered
Tyson?
up. He just told him. Mike Tyson just told him about it.
Oh, okay.
Probably slid him a free pack, a free shipment.
You
know what
like
I'm saying?
Evander.
Yeah.
I'm just let you know right now. These motherfuckers is dropping. Here's
Yeah,
a
I'm
pack.
saying.
Here's a pack of them. Go ahead, test them out.
Yeah, let's see what you feel about it. See if you have your ears ringing. Yeah, see. Nah, but for real. Next story here. Drake donates $1 million to LeBron's I Promise School, which is a pretty good investment, a pretty good gesture. He did partner with somebody to, present that money. So I don't want to give him all the credit. I wish I knew who the other people were that were contributing as well. But it is $1 million to his school, which is dope, which is really cool for him to do. LeBron has a school, which is also dope. And for him to have help funding it and keeping it going afloat and having the best things it needs to help those children that need is dope. I think that's really cool. I don't know how admission is. I don't know how people actually get into the school because I'm sure there's hella applications trying to get kids into that school.
Bro, them applications is probably coming in like
craziness. But that's dope. Dope of Drake to do. Drake with the neck braids. He got neck braids now. He got a little neck braids. Drake got neck braids.
Oh, you ain't seen us?
That
nigga Drake is that nigga don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he got neck braids. Next we can just move off that.
Yeah, actually he copied that shit from Donnell. Donnell did that shit long. Remember I part of Donnell?
Yeah.
That nigga did that shit like a good year ago.
Oh,
a year and a half ago.
And
neck braids?
The little puff in the back right there.
Oh, a little tiny bit, little mini puff.
He put that shit on Instagram like a year ago. Yeah.
Okay. You better holler at him. You better holler at his ass.
Yeah, I would tell you,
Drake.
Drake copying you, nigga.
Drake copies you. Start a diss track about a haircut. All right. So we got Kanye West fallout. We already know we have a weekly Kanye segment, so we should do like a little song or something for the Kanye segment. It's the Kanye segment. What? Kanye segment.
I like that shoulder movement.
But anyways, yeah, Kanye West,
right.
you know, he's been talking hella shit to Pete. Him and Pete have been going back and forth, talking shit to
Skeet.
each other. Young Skeety Reesky. But most recently, he's been seeing some repercussions been taken on him since his actions have been kind of wild. They deactivated his Instagram for a while. They actually took him off the performing schedule for the Grammys. They're kind of trying to shut him down because they're all scared of what he might do on stage in a public forum. He's done crazy shit before. He did the Taylor Swift thing on that news broadcast. He said George Bush doesn't care about black people. He's done a bunch of shit live when he wasn't feeling right. So everybody's kind of
Ran
scared
off
to mess with him right
stage.
now. Yeah, so maybe this is what actually is going to calm him down. Him actually seeing his bag and his notoriety being affected by his actions. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know, the Gap is telling him he has to chill out. A lot of his investors, because even though he's a billionaire, you know what I mean? It's his like equity in his assets that make him worth like billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So if he fucks that up, the assets can get devalued, the money will stop coming in. So he kind of has to realize that the shit that he's doing is going too far. How you guys feel about it? Talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, you're a grown ass man. I mean, I thought from the get go. I mean, I understand it's your wife with your kids, but it's like, dog, if she don't want to be with you and she with somebody, to me, the second she go to somebody else, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? He agreed too.
Yeah, your dog's. I heard the dog again. Oh, is he coming back inside?
The dog agreed with me.
Oh yeah, he was just saying what you were saying. Yeah,
He was like, real shit, bro.
yeah,
exactly.
sure.
But so I feel like that motherfucker should just let it be. It is what it is. Just the big issue is the kids. Do the shit right so y'all can have the kids, you know, correct. Because if you keep fucking up like this, the kids got to see this.
Yeah, and they're going to. I mean, there's no way they're not. And if it's not seen by them now, it's going to get pushed in their face when they get older. Sure.
That's been the main thing that I've been thinking about.
Yeah, that's like Kanye, he's been being selfish because that's the only priority it should be. So
yeah, children. Yeah.
Unless he's doing this for publicity to make more money off of an album or something, then whatever. Motherfuckers do that trolling shit all the time for that, but he still don't want to. He still should probably discuss that shit with Kim before and be like, "Hey, all this shit fake. Tell Pete what up. Tell nigga or Skeet whatever. Skeet.
Yeah.
Pete, Skeet, whatever the fuck you want to be.
Skeet, that shit kind of funny though, huh? But yeah, for real. Can you tell him? Yeah.
Yeah, we about to make some money off of this. So.
Yeah. Just chill out. Don't say anything. And you can put it on your TV show if you want. You can make some money. We can make some money. We all make money. It's good. But yeah, but all in all, I'm just kind of happy that somebody's tapping him on the shoulder and like, hey man, chill out a little bit. Because if not, it's gonna be some, you know. He's the only person I feel like that's been really doing a lot of shit like this. I don't know if any other artist or any person can do this to another person and still being able to make money moves like he's been able to make the way he's doing. So rubbing the shoulders.
I'm sure they can, but just not so publicly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everything he's doing is public though. It's nuts.
That's the issue. Like I'm sure
public
that shit
goes
on a lot. That petty shit goes on a lot between people, I'm sure, but they just don't make it as public.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Maybe screenshotting the whole conversations, posting the whole 10 flicks that you're allowed.
Oh yeah. But Pete was the one that posted those messages and shit, I guess. So.
Oh no, yeah, that was Pete that posted those. Huh?
Yeah, so it's back and forth. These guys are just going at it publicly.
And wife with your in bed with your wife. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's actually having him spaz out on other people, DL Hughley.
You know,
and stuff
so
like
fucked
that.
up about that is like Kim probably saw that and laughed.
Yeah.
That would have been enough for me to be like, without even knowing that really happened, just the thought process of she probably laughed at that shit, man. You know what? It's rap.
Yeah.
At least she giggled.
Yeah, you know. So,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about wild respect, and once that
line was so cold itself in the first place. I don't know. In bed with your wife.
In bed with your wife.
I would have broke my phone.
And then the picture right after.
Yeah.
Come on.
He did that. What's that fucking Shaq laugh that Kevin Hart always do? Dumbass shit.
That shit is, it's a fucked up situation. But I wish the best for all parties involved. Hopefully they can have some cordiality towards, the end of that shit. Let's start getting into some shows before we have to go a little commercial break here. We got Disney Plus kind of dipping their toe into the more adult side, they put parental controls on Disney Plus now. When you log on, you have to set your parental controls, and this is because they added all the Netflix Marvel shows to Disney Plus now. You can find what is it? Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Defenders. You can find Punisher. I
Those
guess
are
the
all on
Iron
Disney
Fist is not.
Plus?
Yeah, I don't think Iron Fist is on there. I guess.
I hope
You
not.
said. Okay, you said.
I
You
hope
say you
not.
hope
If they
not.
did,
Iron Fist? You don't like Iron Fist?
I couldn't even finish it. That shit was horrible.
No, I didn't finish it either.
Yeah.
I liked it at the beginning, but then I didn't finish it.
It was kind of mid. The fighting was really mid for a guy that's supposed to be the best, kind of like martial artist.
Yeah, the best fight scenes in that show was when it wasn't him.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that. But they're all there now, which I think is a positive because it's kind of steering us in the right direction. That maybe the MCU is going to start putting in more mature stuff, rated R stuff, so we can see more gore. And once we get to more of the darker kind of comics and heroes, you can pull more heroes in, especially when you go to the more darker side, the more dark side, like Blade and stuff. We want to see some blood. We want to see some actual gore and violence, you know what I mean? So hopefully we're ushering in that wave, especially with Deadpool 3 coming. Deadpool 3 is confirmed to be rated R, and it being in the MCU now, we want to see that on Disney Plus and actually be in the MCU being rated R. You know what I mean? You guys hear about that? You excited for that?
Mm-hmm.
I did not hear about that, but now that you done mentioned it, shit, you see me.
I want to see how they do with Moon Knight too, to see how gruesome that shit is, because Moon Knight is supposed to be like a real brutal character.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I really want to see what they do with that.
Yeah, really good transition, sir.
No, I'm just saying, like, because of comparison to that and Blade, and like, just looking at those the trailers from Moon Knight, and then knowing that they got that R-rated shit coming. I can like see the parallel to what Blade can be.
Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to. I wanted Moon Knight to be more violent as well. Critics have been able to see the first 4 episodes. It's actually a 6-episode series. We're getting another 6-episode series, and they say, they say firstly that the episodes are going to be about. They're going to be actually long. We're not going to get cheated like some of the other series. I guess they start off at 45 minutes, and the last one they saw, which was episode 4, was 52 minutes. So it's going to be going up, and you're not going to cheat you at all. Hopefully we see some, MCU tie-ins towards, these mid-credit scenes like we got to see in the other shows. They said that it was pretty violent. It's a good look. It's way different than what we saw from the other shows. It's going to be like one of the best MCU TV shows that have come out so far. They say from the Khonshu, the portrayal of Khonshu is crazy. Oscar Isaac does a great job as Moon Knight, and him being split personalities and him kind of narrating the TV show as different personalities is pretty dope. Are you guys excited to see it? It comes out next Wednesday. You guys stoked or what?
It was a good actor. So yeah, I'm due for it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I didn't even hear about it until you sent me the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I seen it, and I was like, at first I was like, this is Disney Plus.
Yeah.
When you sent me the trailer, and I was like, so I'm looking forward to see how it's gonna be since it's on Disney Plus, because if it's gonna be what I expect or not, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Was it the scene where he's punching that fucking werewolf?
Oh yeah.
That was like one of the earlier ones, and now right there was enough to be like, okay, at least they're gonna show some brutality in this.
When he's whooping his ass, his whap. Yeah.
I just hope they didn't show all of the brutality that they're gonna show in them trailers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say I want to see if it's gonna be what I expect or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They do that a lot, but I noticed that Disney Plus hasn't been doing that much lately, so that's good with them.
Yeah, but, and I mean, Loki was really good. How the shit that they left out of there,
great.
Yeah, and the shit that they didn't show you, they showed you a lot. And people try to put it together based on the stills and the trailer and shit like that. But the shit that they didn't show you was just as pleasing. You know what I mean? So I think that it's going to go in the same direction with this show. Yeah. They show you some cool shit, but I feel like what you haven't seen is going to be even doper.
It's funny, like, now they got this Moon Knight coming out. I remember the first time I learned who the fuck Moon Knight was, because I never knew who he was. It was that RDC thing when they was talking, they would dress up like different characters talking about why they were in them. And I think it was the Punisher. He was like, we was decided we was back there. We came out to fight Thanos. And it's like, yeah, we didn't see you. No, I was in there. I had this gun. But then they had Moon Knight in there too. And I was like, who the fuck is Moon Knight? Yeah. And I looked him up and I'm like, okay, it's kind of, and now all of a sudden, it's only been a couple years since then. And Motherfucker got his own TV show. So.
Yeah, shout out RDC World 1, man. We need to be on on one of the skits, man. Holler at us. We can get on the podcast, talk some shit, man. Trying to go to DreamCon. See what y'all doing, man. See what y'all doing.
Right,
but
that's the one you were showing me that day at your house, right, Pat?
Yeah, them niggas are so funny. The video game house and shit like that.
Yeah.
The Best of Bias listeners, go check out RDC World 1 and all their videos. The shit's hilarious.
Anime House be killing me.
The Anime House is hilarious as fuck too. Yeah, and Hood Avatar is hilarious as fuck. All that shit. Go watch that shit. But yeah, we got Morbius coming out April 1st. And firstly, let me go back to this Moon Knight talk. We're gonna have to record on Thursday because we have to review that first episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because I'm not gonna skip it and be off like last time on the last review and have to do it and try to catch up. I want to get that review right after it comes out so we can go ahead and just pop that out and get everybody on track. Is that good, Best of Bias listeners? That sound good to y'all?
What day does it start?
Next Wednesday. So it comes out. It'll drop at 12. So
I'm gonna watch it because I'm off work right now, so
you won't be able to
watch it.
You don't think we can record Wednesday night, so it'll be a little quicker?
We can. I'm not tripping. I'll probably watch it during
during work?
Yeah, I can watch it during my lunch at work.
Oh, okay.
So I can have it done by the time I get home. We can just knock it out for the review. That's fine.
All right,
That's fine with me, sir. Moving on to Morbius. We have Morbius coming out April 1st. I don't know how excited you guys are about this. This is kind of bringing the darker side of Marvel in also. Kind of also bringing in the Blade era. Jared Leto portrays Morbius. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's like a scientific, genetically modified vampire. So he doesn't follow the same rules as average vampires. So it's going to be interesting to see the portrayal. I don't know if he's a good guy, bad guy, anti-hero type of character, but
yeah, he's kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, from the trailer, I was like, I seem like in the show, they're trying to figure out which he is in the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, Morbius has always been a weird character because, originally he's a vampire, but then when they had those fucking Spider-Man cartoons, this nigga was sucking plasma through his hands and shit. Remember that shit? I I originally saw him as that one, so when I saw that he was actually a vampire, I was like, well, what the fuck is with the plasma sucking from the hands? And I found out that was just for that cartoon. It was just for cartoons.
He shoots semen from his fingers. But yeah, it seems like it's going to be interesting. A lot of people reviewed that too. The critics got to see that early as well. And that's not getting as rave reviews as the Moon Knight was. So I don't know if you guys want to be too stoked and too excited for that one, but I'm going to watch it just to see and review it for y'all.
I think it's because it was produced by Sony.
Morbius it's a movie though, not a
movie. It's a movie, and it is Sonyverse because they're trying to do the whole universe of the Spider-Man villains over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot exactly what they're called. Sinister Six. Yeah, they're trying to do that whole wave over there. So I don't know. It should be interesting. I don't think everybody's rushing to the box office to go see that one. But hey, we got plenty more shows to come up. We're actually going to take a little commercial break here because I need to get some water. And we can get a commercial break in here. We got new Best of Bias merch. If you haven't seen, I got one of the beanies on. Johnny Boy down there got one of the.
Send me shit yet.
Oh yeah, I got you. I'm about to send out some shit tomorrow.
So I got you know what I'm saying? Let me take these.
Yeah, I'll let you know the inventory. I got you, Ariel, because you definitely got to be rocking one of the hats in the videos now, because that's the trend now. Hey, go get you one. Hit up the store. Hit up my Instagram, Best of Bias Instagram, like SSC_Lydell, and you can get you one.
You gotta get some do-rags next.
For sure. But
yeah, I'm about to cut my hair, so I'm gonna need it. You know what I'm saying?
We'll be right back. It's the Best of Bias podcast. It's your boy Lydell De Niro, aka we got Johnny Boy in the building. We'll be right back. Yeah.
Mama hit my line if she really wanna fuck with me now, cause I'm on. I tell lil' mama hit my line if she really wanna come fuck with me now, cause I'm on. I hear lil' mama make her feel it in her soul. I hear lil' mama make her feel it in her soul. I give her dick and she won't ever leave me alone. I give her dick and she won't
Got it.
What's up, everybody? And we back. It's the Best of Bias podcast. Took a little break to get a little rehydrated, but we back, man. Hydrated. Get it? But we back and we ready to talk about some more. You like that one, AKA? I saw you. I said you like that one. So we back, talk about some more of these trailers before AKA got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Doctor Strange in May. You guys excited? I know we talked about that trailer recently. Doctor Strange. We talked about our hypothesis and all that shit about that, so we can kind of skip past that one. But it is coming out in May. We're excited to see what. John, how do you feel about Doctor Strange coming out? We haven't talked about that with your feelings yet. You know, heard your feelings about it.
I'm looking forward to it. I like Doctor Strange, so and then when I saw it's the evil Doctor Strange on there.
You gotta watch What If, man. I'm telling you. I don't know if it's gonna be that guy but
yeah. Oh well, that's what they was looking at each other face to face, and the one looked more mad than the other. So I was like, that nigga evil. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to that one because he's one of my favorite from the what's them motherfuckers called?
MCU.
Avengers.
Avengers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Niggas.
That's what's up. But moving on seamlessly, The Boys season 3 is coming out, I think, in June to Amazon. Season 1 and 2 have been crazy. It gives a new spin on superhero shows. Best of Bias listeners, if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out on Amazon if you have Amazon Prime. It's a really good spin on what if the superheroes that we knew and loved were actually had ulterior motives that weren't so good and lovey like they seem on the surface. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good look at that. It's super violent. We see a lot of gore, blood, and a lot of shit going down. It's funny, a lot of comedy, a lot of weird stuff. Aquaman type character having sex with fish. It's a lot of shit going down. But you guys see the season 3 trailer?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
Thought it was pretty dope. I thought it was I like the fact that they're getting a little bit more into like Black Noir, showing him more. Yeah. And they got the new character, the dude was like the Captain America, I guess.
Like his name is Soldier Boy.
Mm-hmm.
It is though.
Superman that hoe.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it's dope. I think I kind of fucked the show for me because I was reading into the comic a little bit and I didn't like the ending. So I was like, that kind of fucks the show for me. So I'm not really gonna spoil it for anybody, but hopefully they don't go that same route. But it's still dope, and I like the Black Noir's character. But the guy who plays him, the actor is black, but the actual person in the mask isn't. So
I was wondering that. You can tell by his gestures and shit that he's black, but I don't know if that's supposed to be explained yet that he was actually black or not. So,
but his character isn't black in the comic at all.
Hey, was that water good or what?
It was delicious. Why you saw me spill it?
Your beard wanted so. But yeah, that's just gonna be pretty dope, man. Last season was pretty dope. I like how you saw the son had the powers, and we got to see him, with Homelander kind of like developing the powers. And I like you saw that the Billy Butcher gets powers in this one. He has laser vision coming out of his eyes, so it's kind of gonna be cool to see if he actually has, strength, super strength. If he got some of that Vault serum. If he drank some or what happened with him. We saw A-Train. He had a new suit. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he got a little more of that compound V and was able to get his powers back. Because I know his powers were kind of waning after he kind of found out he got his powers. Yeah. But it's gonna be interesting to see Starlight and what's her name? I forgot what the woman the Wonder Woman type character was. Maeve, I think her name was.
Maeve. Yeah, Maeve.
Yeah, she's gonna be on her own now. Let's see what she has going. But in the trailer, we saw a bunch of fucking bodies exploding and a whole bunch of crazy shit that I saw.
Remember at the end of season 2, that lady was blowing people's heads up and shit.
Oh yeah, that senator
sad.
lady. Yeah. Shit's nuts. They never really explained that. But it's gonna be interesting.
Blowing niggas' heads up.
Yeah. Basically, I guess that's it. We saw fucking Homelander milking a cow and getting like erotic pleasure from it. You know how he likes his milk. I don't know. That fool's a weirdo. So I really want to see. Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah. And did you guys see the end of it when that dude comes out? They let that dude out of that little chamber or whatever, and it was like at the very end of the trailer. They let him take a mask off him and shit. I think that's probably gonna be the son. I think the son's gonna be hella fucked up now from killing his mom. So he's gonna be a kind of like anti-hero.
A mask off of him.
Yeah, he had like a beard, a black beard, long hair. Like he'd been in jail for hella long.
I didn't watch this trailer, so I don't know.
So it might be a new villain.
And I've watched so much stuff. I've been trying to piece together what happened in the last season from what y'all been saying right now.
Oh yeah.
Now I remember that.
And that and Umbrella Academy was going
I
at the same time.
I be getting shows mixed up because I be watching so much different shit at the same time.
Is there a new season of Umbrella Academy coming out?
That is supposed to be coming out. I didn't read exactly when it was coming out down, but it's supposed to be coming out soon, I believe.
How's that gonna work? Isn't that one character the violin playing sister a boy now in real life?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Elliot. Young Elliot. I don't know, but I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure it'll be easy to explain.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta. I mean, if they want to be PC about it, I don't think they will because it's Umbrella Academy. But yeah, they'll probably just be upfront about it.
It won't.
Because she was kind of an outcast that she was, anyways. Maybe she'll be moved away. What'd you say?
I said they want to be able to explain it to Boosie.
No, yeah, nobody's be able to explain that to Boosie. But yeah, maybe they'll have her gone for a while and have her come back and be like, "This is what happened, and I'm this person now. I'm a different person." But
I'm
the story,
different, bitch. I'm different.
Definitely be the same story. Let's talk about some of the DCEU delays because everybody knows the DC universe has been kind of shitty for a long time now, and they kind of started to get their shit together with a bunch of cool kind of releases.
Not the animes, animations.
Yeah, the animations have been good for a long time, a very long time. But the movie universe, their version of the MCU has been kind of everywhere and kind of like non-congruent, in a bad way. But recently they dropped some movies that were pretty cool. I mean, the newer Wonder Woman was pretty bad, but Joker, there's some good stuff that came out. So they wanted to give themselves a reboot and kind of rebrand the DCEU by dropping all these sequels: Aquaman 2, The Flash, Black Adam, Shazam 2. All these movies had firm release dates. They're going to recreate. They had this whole DC release fandom day, and I had this whole presentation of these movies coming out on certain dates. But now we're kind of getting our expectations shifted around. So Black Adam starring The Rock, of course, comes out October 21st. We're still getting that one on time. But Aquaman has been moved from December 16th, 2022 to March 17th, 2023. And they say it's due to Avatar 2 coming out the same day. And they don't want to have two underwater movies competing against each other at the same time. And yeah, James Cameron's probably going to do his thing with Avatar 2. So I don't. And Avatar 2 is supposed to come out like every Christmas.
How many years ago was that first shit?
Hella, but I think he signed up for like 5 total. So there's gonna be hella more. So,
you ever seen Dances with Wolves?
I don't think so.
It's an old movie from like the 90s. Go back and watch that.
Nigga.
No, go watch that movie and then watch Avatar and tell me if you see the similarities in them.
Okay. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I feel it. And it took a lot from Pocahontas as well too. So, yeah. But anyways, the Aquaman 2, it moved from December 16th, 2022 to March 17th, 2023. And like I said, due to Avatar 2, and taking its place on December 16th, Shazam 2 is moving up to December 16th. I don't know. Shazam 1 was cool, but I wasn't really a big fan. Shazam 2 is gonna be whatever. And let's see, The Flash got moved back the furthest. It got moved from November 21st, 2022 to June 23rd, 2023. I don't really know. I don't think it's explained really why. Maybe they're having some filming issues. Maybe they're reshooting some shit. But it's supposed to be the Flashpoint movie to bring everything together. I think there's have like multiple. All the Batmans are supposed to be in it and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's supposed to be a big ass movie like that. It's supposed to be their Spider-Man type movie.
I bet you they're trying to push it back because they're trying to separate the whole time period the MCU is introducing this multiverse, because they're about to introduce their multiverse too with Flashpoint Paradox shit.
Right.
So they're probably going to kind of like separate time between those, so we have a little time to like settle down and get used to the MCU before we're like, oh, they're just copying them. when in reality, I mean, in both comics, they do the same thing. You know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Especially the similarity between characters is crazy sometimes.
Oh yeah.
It's
Well, but
nuts.
that's not crazy. It's because a lot of times it's the person who created them. They went to Marvel, and then they didn't have the rights to their character, so they just created another character.
That's
I mean,
kind of crazy.
Slade Wilson, Wade Wilson. I mean,
Yeah, oh, really? I was thinking those are hella similar.
Deathstroke and Deathstroke. Yeah, it's like the same fucking thing.
Yeah, they're the
Wait,
exact
so
same
taking
character.
parts of the name and even using it for another name?
No, yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. And to make it's me over here. You guys, hey, it's me. Just remember, it's me over here. Yeah, I feel it. But a couple of more TV shows before you have to get up out of here. Atlanta season 3 drops today. Well, not today because it's probably coming out on Friday. It's the 24th of March, which is what today is, Thursday. And also the Halo show came out today, and that one's really widely acclaimed because it's one of everybody's favorite games. It's coming out.
What is that on again?
Paramount Plus.
Oh,
I was about to say Xbox.
Yeah, it's on Xbox. But yeah, it's coming out on Paramount Plus. It's actually out now. So yeah, you can check that out. Are you guys excited for those?
Yeah, well, that's something else to watch.
Yeah, for sure. It's springtime. A lot of shit's dropping at once. A lot of shit's coming out right now.
I've been watching.
I didn't know about it, but I'm gonna check it out for sure. Just because we've been playing Halo since we was kids.
Yeah,
so.
Master Chief and the story behind him is actually gonna come to life.
So I'm definitely
Yeah,
gonna check it out.
Isn't what's the hell that dude's name again? The black dude. I forgot, he plays in a lot of fucking shit. He used to be Tupac's friend. He plays in it.
Oh,
the nigga. I don't know. He's been in hella shit though. But he's one of the characters in the group.
You said used to be Tupac friend?
Yeah, he played. He was in one of Tupac's videos and shit. I Ain't Mad at You. That dude. I don't know.
Yeah. You gotta pop his picture in here during the video.
Yeah, somewhere, yeah. He's been in a lot of stuff. Like I think he was in one of the Spider-Man movies.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was recently. He played. I don't know what the fuck he played, but yeah, he was in one of them.
Damn.
But nah. Have you guys seen the show called From? It's out now.
Oh no, you mentioned that last episode. No, I haven't seen it.
What's
it called?
From.
Yeah, you can watch the first
like
3
where
episodes.
you from?
Yeah, just From. Yeah. But it's by the makers.
Patrick.
Just like that.
I saw you start laughing over there, nigga. Shut up. Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
I was just trying to be.
But nah, it's by the makers of Lost. That shit's kind of dope though.
Okay.
I've been fucking with that show. Anthony told me about that shit, and I was like, whatever. In the first episode, you see motherfuckers getting like disemboweled and shit. And I'm like, oh, okay.
So just expect a bad ending.
Probably.
Historically bad ending. That's crazy. You should have not told me that part. So just watch the first 3 episodes.
Huh? Because it's made by Lost?
Yeah.
Nah, but we don't know if they might not go the same route they went.
Yeah,
Lost.
they had to learn their lesson.
Some people thought that was a great ending, not me, but some people did.
Oh,
I tend to realize that people who did were usually really religious people. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel it.
I'm not religious.
No, I feel it. But yeah, exciting times, man. A lot of TV shows, a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of stuff to watch. I think a movie just came out with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. I thought it was supposed to be on Netflix, but I guess it's in theaters. Lost City.
No.
I hear about that one.
Brad Pitt's supposed to be in it too, so some action movie. I thought it was supposed to be directly to Netflix, but I guess it's in theaters right now. But some movies have been coming to Netflix and theaters, which is kind of crazy. Like, why the hell would you go see it in theaters if you can just watch it on Netflix? That's not.
I think it's for the experience, I guess.
Hell no, I'm gonna see something good. And also, Spider-Man Far From Home just came out on DVD, so if you guys haven't gotten it, go watch it there. You can probably stream it somewhere hella clear now because that shit's on DVD.
I bought it.
Is it on Disney Plus yet?
Amazon Prime.
Is it? I don't know. I don't think they're putting it on Disney Plus, are they?
Not on Disney Plus. I bought it on Amazon Prime though for $19.99.
No, yeah,
I just bought it because Spider-Man my favorite superhero. So
no, yeah, that's dope. I was watching Civil War the other day.
Wolverine.
I was watching Civil War, and that fool Spider-Man was getting off. It was just showing how actual strong he was. Caught that fucking Winter Soldier's arm and shit, and just.
That's what I was saying. Like Winter Soldier's a super soldier, and that's supposed to be like 10 times stronger than a normal man. So Spider-Man had to have his fucking arm like nothing. Like, and what, nigga?
Yeah, it was fucking.
Spidey goes stupid.
It was fighting him and Falcon at the same time, just webbing their ass up.
It wouldn't have got a nigga with a flight suit. So
yeah,
And Falcon just a nigga with a flight suit.
But I mean, it's like it had AI on it. Got a little Red Robin on that thing.
That's how they should have gave that nigga a real Wakanda suit. I mean, his new suit is made of vibranium, but that shit should have been like Iron Man something.
Well, they're gonna do something now. He's Captain America, so they'll give him something at this point.
Yeah.
But anything you want to let the people know before you get up out of here? I know you got to get up out of here. You got some things to do.
Just working on some music. Expect that when
make me a beat, nigga.
You don't rap, nigga.
What you mean I don't rap? Shit, nigga.
I never heard you rap in my life.
Pat write me something. Pat write me something. Pat write me something and I spit that shit. Hold on.
I'm not writing nothing. I don't write nothing. I'm retired.
Oh,
yeah, you gonna get on one of the songs too, my nigga.
Oh, shit.
But just know, every time I come out with something new, my lyrical just talent and expectation is like higher. So
wait, what?
Every time I put something new out, my lyrical talent and expectation it just keeps growing. So I expect something great.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that's what I like to hear. He said every time I put out some music, it's
we leveling up
higher than the last drop I had. So go download that shit is what he's saying basically. But yeah, thank you for joining us, John. If you want to go through some sports topics, we can power through some of those, and it's up to you. If not, we can have a part 2. Okay. We can go ahead and do that. But AKA, we'll holler at you later. We'll talk to you.
I am with it, my boy. I ain't got shit to do. I got a shot poured up right here.
All right, let's get right into it then.
We're going to talk about some 49er football.
No, we're not talking 49er football. We're going to start it off right here with Deshaun Watson. His new contract and his new trade. He got traded to the Browns for, I think it was 4 years. $230 million guaranteed.
Fully guaranteed. It was $238.
Yeah, it's a lot of money either way. $38 million guaranteed. Yeah, it's in the $230 million-ish dollars range. So either way, it's still up there. And it's kind of crazy because the Browns obviously still have Baker Mayfield. They didn't trade a quarterback. They trade a bunch of picks to the Texans for Deshaun Watson. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens now. The Browns obviously got their quarterback of the future. The Texans, I think they're okay with Davis Mills. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen to Baker Mayfield, but first let's start with your reaction to Deshaun Watson choosing the Cleveland Browns over the Panthers, the Falcons, and all the other teams he could have went to.
I was surprised because everything I seen had said that he had canceled them out.
Yeah,
like there was like I talked to you about it. Like I couldn't hear Skip and Shannon's reaction because they had just completely canceled. They said they said Watson was not coming to Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised though at the end of the day because he got weapons there. Like they have a squad. So like it makes sense to make that move.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing how I'm looking forward to it, but I just got a feeling like he's just about to really take over that division now.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel that. Like
did you tell me about that meme that said if Dwayne Haskins starts for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh yeah, and then they'll have four black starting quarterbacks.
And it was a picture of
Joe Burrow in his mink coat with his chains and everything.
That shit is hella funny.
Yeah. That's a brother right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for him to run that division, man. But we're gonna see what suspension comes down from the 22 civil cases that are still out there. Yeah, but he did have his second hearing today from the grand jury, and they also found him not guilty. They found him not guilty as well. I mean, not guilty. They're not gonna pursue any criminal charges. So now it still comes down to those civil cases and seeing how long he's actually suspended. But then he's ready to play.
NFL holding to that civil shit.
Yeah. And he's 25, I turned 26. So the Browns will have him for 10 to 12 to 15 years as long as he's healthy. So I think they'll be okay waiting this year to see what happens with the suspension.
I don't even think he ain't gonna miss the whole year.
Yeah, definitely not. And he's gonna try to appeal and say that the time that he spent off, the 2 years that he has been out, have been that suspension.
Time served type shit.
Yeah. So in other news, a couple of other people that got traded, Tyreek Hill a super surprise trade from the Chiefs over to the Miami
promise you,
Dolphins.
When we get on Madden next year, I already called the Dolphins.
Wow.
In any franchise we going, and I promise you.
That's just gonna be so wild. Tyreek Hill.
It's gonna say Dolphins / commissioner in every franchise.
Yeah, that's just gonna be wild. You got Tyreek Hill on one side. You got Jalen Waddle. You got Albert Wilson. They're trying to find a trade for Devontae Parker because I guess he's not fast enough because they need more. Like, I don't understand.
Because they need more speed, right?
Yeah, they just signed.
And they got Mostert and Edmonds.
Yeah.
They got a double-headed monster back here.
And they still got Gesicki.
And Mike just says,
so they're stacking up some shit.
But Tua gotta hold his own, you know what I'm saying?
I think they'll be good, man. They got you guys, was it the offensive coordinator over there from the 49ers over there in Miami now as their head coach? So we'll see what he does. Maybe you can put some plays together where they can give Tyreek the ball.
That's the Miami goal rush over there.
Yeah. So we're going to see what happens. See if they can pull it together. Really? Oh, yeah. Didn't they take a corner or something? What did they take? Oh, okay.
They took Mostert, and there was like either another corner that they took from us. It was like 2-3 players that they took all within like a couple of hours that I saw in my.
And Mostert, of course, yeah.
And then I was just like, oh, okay, they trying to.
And they got a left tackle from the Saints, so trying to make plays to be competitive in that division. I think it's still going to the Bills right now, but it's a good step in the right direction.
Because of the quarterback.
Yeah. The Chiefs got a whole bunch of picks. They got a first, a second, next year.
And they just signed Valdez-Scantling today.
And they have Juju Smith over there now too. So, and they have enough weaponry to move up to get a couple of receivers in the first round if they really wanted to. So,
still got Travis Kelce.
Exactly. So they still have players. I'm just happy Tyreek Hill's not on that team anymore because that nigga was too raw.
Him and Mahomes, hell yeah, that's not fair. You can't have somebody with a cannon like that. What a nigga was speaking like that, and that can just
get open. However, it's
not
crazy.
Fair.
Allen Robinson to the Rams. He gets a couple of years there. I think it's 3 years, 60 mil, 40 guaranteed. So they add him to Cooper Kupp. They traded Robert Woods to the Titans. So
I was actually happy about that.
Yeah, Robert Woods is pretty good. I don't know if he's better. I don't know if Allen Robinson's better than Robert Woods in the long run, but I guess So I guess they just did Robert Woods a solid and gave him to a team that he actually wanted to go to. Paired him up with A.J. Brown over there. So that should be kind of cool. But the Rams are trying to reload and kind of like see what they can do. They lost Von Miller to the Bills. For some reason, he got like a 6-year, $120 million contract.
At like what, 32, 33 years old?
33 years old. It's a nutty,
wild.
Yeah, nutty situation. So that's another thing. Devontae Adams to the Raiders was another really big trade that.
And you know how I feel about that one.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers took all the money up, man, and Aaron Rodgers didn't have enough money to keep and retain, Devontae over there for the money that he wanted. He wanted to be the highest paid receiver in the game, and he got that contract like he won. It's a big contract too. Exactly, 147 mil, something like that. With at least, I don't know, a lot of it guaranteed. I'm sure it will be.
I can't remember because then right after it came Tyreek Hill's contract. So
it was the highest for a little bit, and then Tyreek Hill got a bigger contract. Yeah, but these contracts, these people are just setting the market for bigger contracts that come for these
fucking
players.
Us up. Now Debo finna break the bank, boy.
You got to pay him now before it gets even higher because they still got to pay other guys. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. A lot of people got to get paid, and they're gonna break the bank too. So,
but we still got him and fucking.
Yep, you got to do it because we did that shit. We got both our receivers locked up for a while, so it's possible.
We got him and Bosa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Whew, at the same time.
The same time.
Yeah. I'm just grateful
we locked up. And Ayuk a year later, if he still keep progressing like he.
No, yeah, he'll be there. You got to have a number two. People are gonna start stacking up in the league now. They're gonna have at least 4 receivers on the roster that can.
That's what I'm saying. He already got a reputation. He already got a relationship with.
Yeah.
Trey. So I think that's gonna be our number 2 for the future. So
yeah, there's no reason because
that's 3 niggas right there that we gotta pay within the next 1, 2, 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you want to be sure to keep them around, to keep the continuity, especially with Trey coming in this year, or even if it's Jimmy that continues on. They can have some continuity.
I was just about to say we might have Jimmy at this point.
Yeah, and it's always good to have a backup. I mean, it's not bad to be considered a backup because it's good to have people get hurt, especially athletic quarterbacks that run around a lot, and he can just get his chance to get back in there and hold the team down. That should be cherished more because the backup quarterback usually is looked at as a bad thing, but they actually are a big safety valve to the team because you only got a couple of quarterbacks on the roster. If they get hurt,
backup quarterbacks,
right? Exactly, and that can go in, step in, and the offense will have like a drastic drop off and keep you guys afloat. And Jimmy G, he's going to be way more experienced than Trey Lance is going to be, especially coming out the gate. So
that's why I told you the other day, if we still have him on the roster, Shanahan's going to start that man, bro.
Especially if he's not ready. Especially if you're
not 100% sure with Trey and you still have Jimmy on the roster, you're gonna start.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say as well. And that just brings up the AFC West, man. I'm just kind of happy all the quarterbacks kind of just left the NFC and kind of went over. Everybody, all the talent kind of just smushed right there into the AFC West. They got a bunch of different crazy pass rushers. The Raiders got Crosby and Chandler Jones now. Joey Bosa and who else is it? Oh, Khalil Mack over at the Chargers. You got Bradley Chubb, Randy Gregory over at the Broncos. And then in Kansas City, you got Frank Clark and Chris Jones out there holding the outsides down. So it's a lot of pass rush, a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. J.C. Jackson's now a Charger. I heard Bobby Wagner is in talks with the Rams. So talent is moving all over the place. Yeah.
Wait. Back up. Bobby Wagner's in talk with the Rams?
Yeah, he is in talks with the Rams. Mutual interest type shit. Yeah. So that might go down.
But I also heard he wanted to play with Fred Warner, so we'll see about that.
Yeah. It's LA is just it just has the flash and has the way to attract people to the city, and I don't know.
And they just won the Super Bowl, so it's even more attractive.
Right, and they lost a corner. They lost one of their top corners in free agency. They traded him, so I think they're making money.
Because you got Jalen Ramsey, so you got a whole side shut down. So
I'm just saying they're making room. They didn't want to pay him.
Financially wise, yeah.
Just so they can fit probably a Bobby Wagner or another free agent in there. A Stephen Gilmore who's still out there.
I don't know why we did not go get That's our main problem.
Yeah.
And we went and got a nigga that get torched at least twice a game. All right, I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't really know what exactly is happening. But what's your most surprising move so far? Either it's signing, trade, somebody getting cut, Jarvis Landry getting cut, like Baker Mayfield possibly getting cut because they can't find a team for him. What's the most surprising thing that you've seen so far happen in free agency, or the signing with the teams?
Most surprising, I would have to say
Matt Ryan.
That was my most. I was about to say Tyreek until you said that. Matt Ryan, that was my most surprising one because I didn't understand why. Because he went to the Colts, right?
Yeah, for a third round.
Yeah, and I didn't understand why the Colts go that. You give up Carson Wentz after just one season,
right?
After he just had y'all at the 1 seed pretty much until, I guess he chose. But that's the first season. First season and you give them up.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be my most surprising because I don't understand that. I
feel that.
At all. That don't make no sense to me. You can't just shop the nigga after one season.
They cut him. They
traded him, but also he had the year because his coach was the coordinator for him when he was with the Eagles, right? When on his MVP push before he got hurt.
Yeah.
So I was like, you come after 1 year, you give up with the nigga? That's why I didn't understand that.
Yeah. But they did it the year before. Because, I mean, the last 5 years, they had different quarterbacks. The year before, they had Phillip Rivers. The year before that, they had Jacoby Brissett.
I get that, but I thought since he had his quarterback that he almost may go MVP with, and then he got him back on the Colts, I thought you give him more than a year, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, but they had money to blow, and they made that plunge.
And you make that. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, I can't even because besides that, what other changes have they made on the Colts?
Nothing, because they had an almost MVP running back. They had a good receiver, great defense.
So unless he just comes and fucks it all up at quarterback, I don't see how.
Carson Wentz actually lost them that playoff game, though. Anyway, so I think Matt Ryan and that interception was crazy. But
I mean, I would have still gave the nigga another.
Carson Wentz, it just I don't know.
I mean, Carson over Matt Ryan, because at Matt Ryan you got at least a year or maybe two.
He wants to play. He said he wants to play for a long time, and I don't know.
He on his Tom Brady-ish.
Oh yeah, and he's like, I think he might be 37, so he still wants to.
That's what I was saying. He's up there.
Yeah, but behind a line like
it would have been a different quarterback. I would have understood, but I was like, Matt Ryan, he up there.
Yeah, but that line that they have over there in Indianapolis, he won't get touched. And if he doesn't make the mistake that Carson,
and that's another thing. How do you really fuck that up when you have that line?
Yeah. Yep. And that running back that they handed off to half.
I guess Carson Wentz did do that to himself. I guess.
Yeah. You barely had to throw the ball. The running back had like 2,000 yards.
But they did stop and keep in like those big games, like against the Bucks. They wasn't giving the ball to.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
They stopped that.
The Bucks stopped the run a lot.
No, I know y'all do, but y'all stopped it. So they made it seem like it was impossible from the jump with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't give that nigga opportunity to even get the run game going against y'all. They
tried, but they couldn't. They had the pass going because all our corners been hurt the whole season. So a lot of the team took the strategy of
we're not even going to try to run. One of y'all hurt ass cornerbacks, like stop playing with me.
Yeah, they were just saying we're going to throw the ball all the time, no matter what, because you can't run the ball, so you might as well throw it every play.
But if that's your bread and butter, you don't go away from that.
But yeah, they're scared. They're scared.
And like you gotta be Shanahan. You gotta be like Shanahan when he's not playing NFC championships and Super Bowls. You have to stick to your bread and butter.
Yep. And then they put the game in Carson Wentz's hands, and that kind of failed him. I think we got like 2 late turnovers to have us win that game. So yeah, seeing Matt Ryan over there is good for me as well, because the quarterbacks in the NFC South now: Marcus Mariota, Jameis Winston, and Sam Darnold, Tom Brady. So that looks like a win for us in the long run.
So you an NFC championship, man.
So I see here. We'll see about that, man. It's a possibility because I don't see many good teams left in the NFC, man, because a lot of the top teams have made these trades, and a lot of the dangerous teams.
The talent has gone to the AFC, and all the draft picks have come to the NFC. That's how it is. Right?
It's a lot of shit going down, and it's gonna be interesting to see how we reload and how the league actually reloads. But yeah, and that's it for the NFL right now. We'll do one more commercial break, and then we'll get into the NBA talk, and then we'll get up out of here. But Best of Bias listeners, thank you for being here again. Go check out the website. Go check out Best of Bias Instagram. Go check out SAC_Lie-Down. Get you some merch. Hit the DM. See what you like. Just let me know. Get you one. It's the Best of Bias. We'll be right back with you. But first and foremost, I want to let y'all see this merch here we got going for the Best of Bias podcast. I told you guys that I had something special on the way for y'all. Hats, bucket hats, all that kind of stuff. And as you can see, what I got on my head right now is the Best of Bias trucker. You see the logo on top. Nice little thing. I got trucker hats, beanies, bucket hats, dad hats, all with the logo on them. Let me show you. You know what? Let me show it. It's better to show.
PC equipped with a couple of psychos, PC we roll with a couple of crazies. Those that are pull the heat and have you pushing the daisies. Couple of psychos. PC we roll with a couple of crazies. Those that'll leave you stiff and ain't no ifs, ands, or maybes.
And we back. It's the Best of Bias podcast. We almost there, y'all. Thank y'all for being with us for episode 107. I forgot to mention this is episode 107, and this bitch episode 107. Those are air horns. Those are BB guns. But anyways, we're gonna talk about a little bit NBA rapid fire here. Not too much time because I know we've been talking a lot this episode. We need to get up out of here and hop on these games. We got a gaming episode coming out actually this week sometime. We're recording that tomorrow, aka and Deshaun anime and gaming episode. You know what I'm saying? Bringing y'all all the topics. You know how we do.
I might have to be on that. The gaming.
Yeah, we're gonna get that going. I'm talking to Deshaun tomorrow. I should have asked Ariel about it today because I know how you be, have to sleep all day. But hopefully you can get on, and if not, I'll send you the list of what's going on, and then maybe you could hop on that one about the we're going in
anime, but
maybe we'll get you in during the second half because that's going to be the second half of it. But anyways, NBA. Let's start with Kyrie, the mandate, New York mandate.
He's back.
Right, he's back in action. I think it was more so because the MLB, the New York Yankees, were pressing the mayor more so. They're like, okay,
about that lockout.
Right, and Joe Judge and a lot of the Yankees players, not a lot, but like the main Yankees players aren't vaccinated. So they're not going to have those Yankee players not play. And the Yankees are way bigger than the Brooklyn Nets in New York. So they're
Baseball ain't going to do it.
Yeah, they're like, okay, so the Yankees are asking us, we're going to lift that mandate. And they finally did lift it. And that means Kyrie is able to play home games with the Brooklyn Nets now. And Stephen A can stop talking shit about Kyrie Irving. And now we can just see if the Nets actually are going to be the favorites to win the East this year. So how do you feel about this mandate being lifted? Are you excited for it? Because the mandate was stupid.
Yeah, I'm just glad. Like, just let them. I'm just glad this nigga can play. Like, it just made no sense to see this nigga courtside at every game in the arena, but not be able to play when his team is playing there. That don't make no sense to me.
And since he's played the away games, he's scored 100 points in the last 2 games.
2 games. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
like,
so
y'all playing with this man's career, and it don't make no sense. Like, the nigga, like, in my opinion, Kyrie is the best point guard in the NBA. Like, that's my favorite. That's when he's not healthy, when he's playing
in the right mind state.
In the right mind, exactly. Yeah. In the right mind state, because he's always been healthy. He hasn't had injury issues. Mm-hmm. But when he
kind of does, he did in Celtics.
Did he?
Yeah.
Celtics. Celtics.
And on the Cavaliers, motherfucker. That's how they lost to the goddamn Warriors. Because that nigga hurt his fucking knee.
You're right.
Niggas always hurt.
I wasn't thinking back that far.
If he's not hurt, he doesn't want to fucking play or some shit. But when he does play,
when he's healthy, when he feels he's healthy, I can put it that way. Yeah. And he's able to play, like, the nigga's in my opinion, the best guard in the league.
Has the best handle, best finishing at the rim.
Best handles, in my opinion, in NBA history. I don't see nobody with better handles than Kyrie Irving. Like, even Steph.
And he just turned 30. He has a lot more basketball to go.
That nigga's younger than us. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's making millions of dollars. Yeah,
that's crazy.
They're paying him $40 million this year, and he hasn't even playing the whole
season. Was just playing part-time.
Yeah,
that's insane. Mm-hmm. And then the fact that KD didn't have no issue with it. He was backing it the whole time. That just lets you know. That just shows you, like, for one, that's his brother, and for two, he know what that nigga is capable of. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so now that he can play, that's who I see coming out of the East for sure. I don't see nobody beating Kyrie. He already had Kyrie and LeBron. I don't see nobody beating Kyrie and KD. Like, it's just in a 7-game series.
They're gonna have to have that bench come along because they did play Memphis. I think yesterday or the day before, and I think at one point in the fourth quarter, Memphis's bench scored 46 points, and the Nets bench scored 7 for the whole game.
Wait, in a quarter or in a game?
No, for the whole game.
Oh,
still for the bench to only score 7 points, and Memphis is playing without Ja Morant. They're playing without Ja Morant, and I'll
say this. they ain't got to worry about none of them motherfuckers till the finals if that it becomes that.
That's
So.
true. That's true.
So,
That is true. A lot of the teams in the East
you know what I'm
East
saying?
are kind of.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. They're getting to the finals. Like that's
Yeah.
what I know for sure. Like that's what I feel for sure. I don't see what even with Harden in the East. I don't even know how they've been doing because I haven't been picking up with the NBA.
They're
like
all right, but we beat them. The Nuggets beat them. James Harden hasn't been really
because after my Lakers been fucking breaking my heart all year, I haven't even been keeping up with the NBA as much as I usually do.
Yeah, it's been rough. The East is kind of like anybody's game, especially with the Nets having Ben Simmons. We don't know exactly when he's going to come back or if he's even ready to play. Honestly, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe he was kind of like in some conditioning.
Oh, so he hasn't even played with them yet?
No, but they are.
See, I didn't even know all that.
Like, yeah, they're in
and
the.
That was a while ago where they made that trade.
Like All-Star break. So they're still in the play-in tournament. So they're still kind of down there, like 8 seeds. So they got some work to do.
The Nets are?
Yeah.
In the play. Oh my God. I gotta catch up for sure.
Yeah. So these guys are playing because Kyrie hasn't been there. So when he didn't play, they have.
Yeah, but I thought the East is better this year than.
Yeah, they have a lot of good teams in the East. They're a lot
more
of good
competitive
teams
this year than normal. So
that's why it's going to really matter to if they're going to how the teams come together in the East because the fucking Celtics have won.
Just came in clutch for them, really.
Yeah, I think the Celtics have won 23 out of 24 games, so they're on a streak. There's teams in the East that are catching fire. The Bulls are doing nice. The Heat are in the number one.
The Bulls been nice all year.
Right, and the Heat with Kyle Lowry, even though they lost the last couple of games and they did get in that fight last night, Eric Spoelstra and Jimmy Butler got into it.
Right, I just saw a little report about that. I didn't know what had happened though.
No, yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I guess something happened in the game. Coach Eric Spoelstra and who was it?
They were about to have a Latrell Sprewell situation.
And kinda, well, not really though. I think Jimmy Butler was sitting in the huddle. They had a little disagreement. Eric Spoelstra said to Jimmy Butler, he mouthed, he's like, "What are you gonna do? You're gonna." What'd you say? You can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Unstable.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay, now.
Yeah, okay. So it was. I guess he said something to him on the court, and then Coach came out, and during the huddle, he said, "What are you gonna do? Fucking fight me?" He was saying that to Jimmy Butler, and I guess Jimmy Butler said something crazy, and Udonis Haslem just came out. It just came from behind the huddle. It was like, "I'll beat your ass." Like he's talking shit, and he's, "I'll beat your ass." He just kept saying that, and him and Jimmy Butler had to be separated because they're just embarrassed, getting their ass whooped by they got beat by the Warriors without Draymond, Clay, and Steph playing, and they lost
without all three.
Yeah, and they lost to somebody. I think they lost to the Sixers without Joel Embiid and James Harden. Maxey dropped 28 on their head, so they were in disarray. They're still the number 1 seed, but I think their injuries are just running hot right now. They're being embarrassed.
Their egos got touched.
Yeah,
their egos got touched. That's all it is.
Embarrassed. Yeah, but all in all, the NBA is getting close. Like 10 games left in the season, almost playoff time.
Seems like I heard Shannon talk about our little playoff push that we're about to make.
Right, it's coming close to playoff time, but I think nobody is making any movement, man. Everybody's kind of log jammed in the West, and nobody's really moved in a couple of days. The Minnesota Timberwolves passed us up on the 6th seed, pushed us to the 7th seed for a little bit, for like one game, and then they flipped back, and I think we solidified that 6th seed, so we don't really have to worry about them too much, so we don't have to worry about the play-in tournament. So
y'all are the 6th though?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they hadn't came back yet.
Yeah, we don't have Michael Porter or Jamal Murray. But 5 seed is the Mavericks. 4 seed.
But I mean, as long as you added that 7 through 10, you good.
No, yeah, as long as we're not in the play-in. But it's like the teams that are above us are legitimately good. You got the Jazz at 4, the Warriors at 3, Memphis at 2, and the Phoenix Suns at 1. So it's like it is what it is.
But are the Warriors a legit 3 seed with the injuries?
Oh no, because Steph Curry's out indefinitely right now. So they only really got Jordan Poole, Draymond, and Clay is not even fully healthy. So if we get them round one, I wouldn't be mad if they didn't have Steph. So I'm not really worried about that too much. I really expect us to get pretty far. I want a rematch with either the Suns or the Utah Jazz. We played Utah Jazz, or we played the Suns today and lost, but of course we don't have our full firepower. Today was Chris Paul's first game back, so they try to play extra hard for him. It was a high-ass scoring game, 140 to 130.
Chris Paul is a trip, bro. Like this nigga make anybody want to play basketball, bro.
Yep. Fucking Booker dropped 49 today.
That shit is crazy to me. Like that nigga is one of the greatest leaders in sports history, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Just the way he goes and just leads a team just to prove they best.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Is amazing to me.
Though.
He's an asshole, but it take an asshole to bring the best out of you sometimes.
Nah, I don't know, man. Those Clippers teams and that fucking Phoenix team, they swept us last year. Fuck those guys.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got your own personal reasons why.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
If you was in my shoes, though, you know what I'm saying?
I feel it. But let's talk a little bit about Ja Morant's ascension versus Zion's kind of stagnant.
The upgraded Westbrook.
Yeah, Ja Morant's getting a lot of claim to fame right now, man, and everybody kind of thought that he wouldn't be as good or be as a high-profile player as Zion Williamson, and we know what happened with Zion Williamson. He hasn't played in like a couple of years now. He has a foot injury that he's nursing right now, trying to get back into shape. Everybody saw him most recently look like a butterball. That boy is big. So we haven't seen him, but we have seen Ja. We have seen a lot of Ja and a lot of 40-point games, yamming on people's heads, and people call him the next Allen Iverson. How do you feel about the ascension of Ja Morant?
I mean, me personally, I know people ain't gonna like it, but I think the nigga might be better than I think he gonna be better than Iverson, bro. That nigga different, bro. He's more than what I expected for sure, because I was one of those big Zion fans of him coming out. I thought he was gonna be. Everybody's talking about his weight is gonna bring him down and all this and gonna keep him injured, and it's actually happened, but I thought he was going to be proved them wrong. Mm-hmm. But so far he hasn't. Mm-hmm. And Ja has just he's been my favorite player in the NBA. Like the only time I really watch basketball, if I'm not watching the Lakers, it is when I'm watching the Grizzlies, because this nigga is different, bro. Mm-hmm. Like some of the shit he's doing, like he's clutch. And just his athleticism and just his clutchness has just been crazy to me. And you know me as a basketball fan, you know I love basketball. So like it's just been amazing to watch, and I just love watching it. So I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I just love what I'm seeing from him right now, and I don't think he's doing nothing but going up from here.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel the same way. I like him. I don't know if I like him as much as everybody else does. Maybe that's
love that. But I just like the athleticism. But that's the type of player that I've like when you can compare your own type of game that you wanted to have to the type of player that you're seeing is like that's what I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I definitely
like that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy.
It's an exciting style of basketball, and I really Yeah, it's on another level. It definitely ascended the Memphis Grizzlies to newer heights.
Oh yeah, they even them. I don't think they saw that coming. Like they didn't when they was drafting. They didn't see that shit coming.
Right. Yeah, especially coming out of the school that he went to. I think it was Murray State or some shit like that.
Yeah, he came from Murray.
Yeah, so it's very definitely unexpected. Me personally, I think it's a little soon as far as the team goes.
It could be.
Personally, I've seen the Nuggets and the Memphis Grizzlies have had their battles. They played each other a lot, and I've seen the ascension
because of the franchise.
Yeah, situation. And I get it. John McGrant. He's really good. He's really good, but it's going to be interesting to see if they can win with the team as it's constructed, because they have a bunch of players that I wouldn't say need the ball, but they have specific skills that if the ball isn't in their hands, they're useless.
And that's the thing. I really don't pay attention to their team. I just pay attention to that nigga really when I watch them play. So you're probably right.
They have Jan Grant. He's good. They had Dylan Brooks, my boy from Oregon. Of course, Desmond Bain, shooter. They got Tyus Jones backing them up. They got now they got Steven Adams at center. They have a bunch of pieces.
I didn't know Steven Adams was on over there.
Oh yeah, they have a bunch of pieces, but I feel like they're all young. They're all hungry. I know they all know it's what Ja is, but they all gonna want they shine too. And
then now they're all about to split up after this.
Bruh, if it don't happen now, I don't think they're gonna stick together. Because they're not gonna put up with Ja taking 30 shots a game and them not getting no shots.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You're exactly right.
And after they win every game, we talk so much about Ja Morant, and they don't really talk so much about how they're contributing to the winning. So it's going to take Ja Morant as a leader to kind of try to keep himself
trying to keep it together. Yeah,
exactly. And we're going to see how that maturity is going to show. He is really, really young. I don't know if
he's young and hungry. So as long as he can keep that humbleness with him,
then I think he will. I think he will. It's just team wise, they're the 3 seed or the 2 seed right now, and I don't think
that's what I was saying. I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah, I don't really think that's where they should be at all. And they're trying to play hard every game like it's the playoffs right now, and I feel like it's going to catch up to them eventually.
Yeah,
it's definitely.
And then especially if so they're going to make the playoffs, and if they make a run, all these niggas is going to want the bag next at winning. Because how many? Well, I mean, how many of them are up for contract though?
But they're all. I mean, probably a lot of them at a certain point. I know Desmond Bain's gonna want some money. I know Tyus Jones.
But yeah, NBA different. I'm thinking NFL contracts mostly.
No, yeah,
but
they
ain't NBA contracts is completely different.
Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen with them, but I don't know, man. I know if they get them Lakers in the first round, something could happen to them. You know what I mean?
Oh, you don't want us. I promise you that.
They can get touched.
You don't want them.
With a fully Nuggets roster, they can get touched. And it happened before. We used to beat their ass every game until they got Ja Morant. And it was this year they started beating us. So it's like, come on now. They just now getting good, and everybody's on their nuts so hard. They could go to the finals.
Once he really started throwing them dreads back like that.
Oh my God. Once he put that color in his dreads, people thought he was the real deal. I'm like, bro, he's good. He's great. I don't get me wrong. He is great.
That nigga be on niggas.
We go from talking about, oh, he's good. He's the next upcoming to, oh, he's here now. MVP. He's going to win the what? Yesterday you were talking.
It's
like, bro,
far when they're talking that talk.
It's crazy. He's good, but there's a whole bunch of other players in the NBA. Say Kyrie, that if he was playing right now would have the same kind of. He's scoring 40, 50, 60 a night. But Ja Morant's the new hotness, and if he's able to navigate it the right way.
But is Kyrie only doing that because he gets all these days off? Because he can't play home games.
He's showing people that.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I already know.
I feel like that man can do whatever he wants when he wants, and this game is gonna be A+ no matter what.
Kyrie is my favorite point guard in the NBA.
So I don't know. I think Zion, when he comes back, he'll be perfectly fine though, because if
he can stay healthy, it's just.
Yeah, that's true. He has a lot of weight. If he has to get in really good
shape, that shit is just. You have to really. He needs to really sit down and talk to Shannon Sharp and let him get him right, bro.
Get on that True Nigel, whatever shit he's promoting.
Whatever he be talking about on that shit. I don't know what Shannon Sharp be talking about because it's in a whole Southern accent, nigga accent, all that mixed into one. Mixed with him trying to be professional, it's all different. I can't.
It'd be a lot. But yeah, that boy needs to lose some weight, get with Mark Wahlberg. But I heard he was getting in really good shape. I was gonna post his dunk. He posted a dunk on his Instagram. One of his first story posted. He had a long time. He did it between the legs, dunk off the backboard, flawlessly. Look, he still looked a little big, but that boy still got bounce. And it was crazy.
He always look big doing whatever he do, bro. He always look big.
I just think his post play and his bounce second jump ability is just the most ridiculous shit.
That was what just was crazy, bro. That was just like it was like what we be talking about on 2K, like how niggas just be getting the rebounds, just go up like, wait a minute.
He just puts it.
How did you not get that? Like, no,
any angle, he can tap it off the glass. Any angle, he'll
that
dunk
nigga's
it
a whole.
hard.
That's what I'm saying. That nigga's a whole character.
Yeah,
built into a.
It's a lot. And he's one of those guys that if he actually developed a jump shot, that he'd be legitimately unstoppable.
Healthy and a jump shot.
He's like the opposite of Joel Embiid. This fool will get to the rim and actually finish. He'll have like 22 field goals, 20 of 22. And Joel Embiid will be like fucking 25 field goals.
He's gonna finish the season 80 to 85% from the field.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah. Zion's it's crazy shit. He'll have like 30 points, 18 of 20. It like made all his free throws. Like, what is happening here? This shit is way too efficient. Every game would be like that. And him and Brandon Ingram should be way better together. They got Josh Hart now. Actually, they trade Josh Hart? I think they did trade Josh Hart recently. But
he's not on the Pelicans no more?
No, I think he's on the Blazers now. Because CJ McCollum's on
he was part of that?
Yeah.
He's part of that trade.
CJ McCollum's on the Pelicans. So but yeah, man, the NBA, let's talk about lastly, let's get into this. Who do you think MVP? The three that are up for MVP in the runnings right now. Joel Embiid, Giannis, Jokic, back to back. So out of those three, who do you think is going to come out on top in MVP?
That's tough.
I don't even have to answer because you already know what the hell I'm with.
I already know who you think, and I think the same person deserves it.
Yeah,
I'm
not gonna get it.
I think Jokic deserves it, but I think Giannis will get it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. Well, I think they're gonna, because it's not gonna be who deserves it, no matter what.
It's never gonna be who deserves it. It's never gonna be who deserves it. It's not. That's not a deserving award.
Yeah,
that's just the.
This year, I think it's gonna go to Joel Embiid because.
Oh, you think Embiid's gonna get it?
Yeah,
I thought Giannis was gonna. I thought Giannis was gonna get it again.
Giannis already won back to back. I think Joel Embiid has been supposed to get it in everybody's eyes, but he's always been hurt.
Wait, that's the only thing. Is he healthy right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah.
But because he's not.
Because I haven't, like I said, I haven't been really keeping up with the NBA.
Yeah. So scoring title is Giannis, LeBron, and.
I was about to say LeBron is up there in the scoring title too, eh?
Right. So the fact that Embiid, Embiid, LeBron, and Giannis are all running for the scoring title, I think they'll give the scoring title to LeBron. And then because they're giving it to LeBron, no matter what, probably they're going to give Embiid the MVP because they've been trying to give it to him forever.
They've been trying to give it to him for the past like 3-4 years.
Yeah, they try to discredit my nigga.
But his availability just been fucking it all up.
Yeah, so that's his fault. That's MVP. If you're not available, you're not MVP. You can't discredit somebody that's played every game like Jokic last year just because he played every game doing what he was doing, the same shit but better this year.
But that's why, like, Jokic literally deserves it. That's literally why. Like, he's available, he's putting in the numbers, and he's carrying y'all team without Murray,
two highest paid players,
and fucking MPJ. Like, come on now. Like, you
and
can't.
PJ Dozier. Shout out PJ Dozier. We traded you, but you were hurt too. He was our second backup point guard.
Yeah, but you can't deny the nigga is like, come on now, at that size,
right?
And then at that size, like, come on, bro. It's hard to carry a team at that size.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I know being the centerpiece, like big men are always going to be like the centerpiece, but to carry the team, you need that shooting guard, that point guard to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Point center.
You know what I'm saying? But this nigga is literally playing point center, handling the whole organization.
Yeah, and he'll bring the ball up the court. He'll throw
like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga is the team.
Averaging 9 assists, triple-double.
That shit's different.
Yeah.
It's not like Shaq just being fucking the most dominant. Like, of course you can be dominant like that, but the shit that he's doing, that shit different.
Yep,
that shit different. Man. You got to give the credit when the credit's due.
Yep, and he deserves it, but I mean, I don't think,
But he ain't gonna get it.
Right, and the fact that he's the 6th seed as well, so I feel like
on top of that.
But yeah, but that wraps up all the basketball talk, man. We'll see what happens in the next 10 days. We'll see the seedings. I'm sure we'll have plenty more playoff talk before the playoffs actually start. But we're at the point in the podcast where I like to let the Best of Bias listeners know where they can find the guests at. So where can they find you at, Johnny Boy? Let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram at, what is is it Johnny Boy or Johnny Mac? I switched it recently, and I can't remember which one it was.
You and AKA never remember your Instagram handles.
Oh, I got you right here. JohnnyMac650. JohnnyMac650. You feel me? That's where you find me, and that's where everything is gonna be from here on out. Everything is gonna be JohnnyMac650. I promise you that. So there ain't even gonna be no issues finding me after that.
No confusion. Is there anything you got going on you want people to know about? You better start streaming, right?
Oh yes, sir. I'm about to start doing my little video game streaming because since I injured my back in that car accident, I've just been playing so many video games, and I figured if I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next and then got nothing but time on my hands, I might as well get paid for what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm about to start streaming video games. I'll be playing 2K, a little WWE, and Warzone. You can catch me at Village Gym on PSN, VILLAGEJEM.
You got it.
Catch me on there, and we're gonna get it popping. It's gonna be a lot of energy on that motherfucker. You feel me? I'm gonna have my stream popping. I tell you, everything is gonna be right when I get it going. Everything gonna be right. I'm not gonna start it until all my shit is ready to go. So
all right. Look forward to that for sure.
Once I get it going, and you're probably gonna be on the first stream because you the one I play with the most. So you know what I'm saying? You already know how I get down on the games. So let them know.
All right, yeah, we'll be definitely looking forward to that. Definitely promote that on here. Ariel probably throw your little throw your little tag down here and let you know what's going on.
I saw where it's gonna be over there in that corner. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we'll get that out there for you. But you know where you can find your boy is SAC_Lydell on the Instagram, Patrick_Lydell on the Snapchat. If you're looking for the Best of Bias podcast and anything Best of Bias related, look for Best of Bias on the Instagram, Best of Bias website. We're getting that fixed. I know I said it's under construction for a long time, but we're trying to get that up so you guys can find easier places to get the merch. You can order the merch online too, so we can do that. But for now, you can hit us up on the Instagram if you want some of the brand new merch. I got some of the merch here next to me. Actually, it's kind of far away, but I would show you. But pictures will be soon up on the Instagram, so you'll see all of it.
Short
like I
arm,
said,
nigga.
Yeah, I'm saying I can't reach all the way over there, but if I had Spider-Man powers, I would. But
stretch.
20, you know what I'm saying? Stretch Armstrong. But $20 for them all, man. You can't have them all for $20, but the $20 a piece. We got truckers, beanies, dad hats, and bucket hats. So anything you need, we got it. Best of Bias. We got t-shirts coming soon. Watch out for the anime t-shirts because we about to drop those real soon. I ain't gonna give away too much, but it's gonna be tight. Also, what else we got coming? Gaming and anime episode coming out this week. It'll be a surprise drop. We don't know where you're gonna drop it yet, but we are gonna get that episode out there just so we can get you guys caught up on some anime top fights, top animes, top storylines, and then we're gonna get into some gamings, man. A lot of gaming announcements, a lot of drops happened recently, so we're gonna get a lot of talk coming in. Deshaun, aka on that one too, so maybe we get a little visit from Johnny Boy when it comes to the gaming as well. Talk about some streaming and some shit in that realm. So it's a little something for everybody. I want to keep everybody.
The equipment coming, so it's gonna be soon, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody keep that dial. Stay tuned to the spring's hottest podcast, the Best of Bias, baby. Lydell De Niro in the building. We got Johnny Boy in the building, and it was AKA was here too before he had to run off to work. But from us to you, it's the Best of Bias podcast. Thank you for being here. Go get you some merch. And where the hell where's my podcast theme song at? Where my theme song at? Where my theme song at? I said it 3 times just so you know it's real. Hey, it's right here. Yeah.
It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. Your best of bias. Yeah.